Okay, good afternoon, everybody. This is Alex with chosen1s.production and Nice to the Sky Entertainment, and I am here with Minister Dion Abshaw, and I'm over here at True Authorities Faith Ministries over here in Rancho Cucamonga, California, and he's gonna, tell the viewers a little bit about, what he does. They just prayed for me, and I feel great. I felt like I had a lot of weight on me, and after the prayer, I feel awesome. Mr. Dion, Minister Dion, can you tell the viewers, the camera's all on you now, and can you let everybody out there know about faith and hope? How could you describe that now? What you guys just did for me?
So, here at True Authority, we first off, the mission for this church, or the vision for this church, is to change the community by using Christian values to increase the spiritual growth of every individual. And the only way to do that is by building stronger families and communities by using Christian values to increase the spiritual growth of every individual. So what we're looking to do is, we are a very welcoming church, because without hope, you can't even move forward.
Yes.
Without faith, you can't even grow in that direction. So
Amen.
What's important is to understand that it doesn't matter what the situation looks like. It really matters about what you believe is possible.
Yes.
Because when you believe that more is possible, then you start moving in the direction of more.
Exactly.
But when you believe that all you have is all you'll ever have, then you start to lose traction. You start to give up. So faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So the substance of what you hope for becomes your driving force.
Right.
And then the faith comes in when you start seeing the evidence of that thing that people said was. So all you really want to focus on when you talk about hope and faith, what you're talking about is, I believe that more is possible, and I'm going to move in the direction of more, and my hope is going to fuel my more ambition.
Right.
Okay, my more direction.
Right.
So.
Well, that's great, Minister Dion. Now, what message can you give? I have this very big thing about messages towards the youth, and I see that you guys got a lot of youth here.
Yes.
And I can tell that they're very dedicated. What can you tell the youth out there that's lost and confused? You see a lot of them out there running around in the streets, and a lot of them are lost and not knowing about what it's really like to be out there. What message can you send to the youth that's out there lost?
Well, one thing I could tell people is, like, at some point in our lives, we all feel a little lost. Whether you're young or you're older. But one thing that I always tell the youth when I go out and speak in the community is that you don't, like, the feeling of lost is only because you are hanging around people who also feel lost a lot of the time. When you start looking for people who are progressing in the direction that you yourself want to go, then you will no longer feel as lost. Right. The idea is to actively pursue growth.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, that's a beautiful message. That's a beautiful message.
I when I do public speaking, or when I do my YouTube channel stuff or whatever, it's always about forward movement. Like, like, I'm a visually impaired person. I have a seeing eye dog. I have a cane. People use it. One of my counselors when I was in high school, told me that I'd be making hangers for a living because they believe that's all I'd be capable of.
Right. And you know what? I went, Minister Dion, I went through similar, issues. I had a teacher in the 4th grade that all she did was whisper negativity into my ear.
Right.
Telling me that I was never going to be anything. She would tell me that I was dumb, and just a bunch of negative stuff. So, and what you said is exactly on point. I grew up believing all these things.
Yes.
Believing that I would never really get a chance to get ahead and be anything besides those words that she was speaking into my life at that time.
Yes.
So what you are saying is completely true. And but yeah, go on, Minister Dion.
Oh, I'm just saying that basically what the issue is that people aren't talking about the fact that you can move forward no matter what the situation is.
Exactly.
And here at True Authority, we talk about growth. We talk about moving forward. We talk about, just because we are not what we want to be doesn't mean that we can't get there through faith and knowing that God will make a way.
Exactly.
But you have to know it for yourself. You can't just wait for people to encourage you, even though as you've seen, we have a very encouraging church. But it's important that you know that you can encourage yourself too. Exactly. And when you feel a little lost and a little whatever, like, they used to say when I was a kid that playing video games was a waste of time. Right? Now you can get a full ride scholarship to universities playing video games. So, but somebody believed that it was possible and kept going when everybody else said stop.
Right.
Okay? Like, when you're doing negative things for a positive result, you're not going to get what you're looking for. But when you're doing positive things, you're going to inevitably end up at a positive result. Okay? Wow. So just remember that you are worth it. I have a thing that I say when I'm coaching or when I'm doing other stuff is you were made to win. God doesn't make mistakes, which means you were made to win. You just have to realize and understand and move in the direction of someone who understands that they were made for victory.
Amen.
Amen.
Well, thank you for your time, Minister
Oh,
Dion.
it's been great.
It was a pleasure meeting you, and God bless you.
God bless
you. And this is Alex with Chosen1s Production. Once again, you guys heard it from Minister Dion, wise man with wise words, and God bless everybody out there.